This is an AllSportsStation production.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see teams who have been division rivals since 1961. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles on Thursday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number two, number three, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback, now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts got the green light as a starter from the Philly organization and took really good steps as the next in line of mobile quarterbacks in the city, following names like Michael Vick, Donovan McNabb, and Randall Cunningham. He led the team in all quarterbacks in the NFL in rushing, and he took Philadelphia to the postseason while throwing for over 3,000 yards.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second down, back to Sanders. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll go again with Sanders. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Hurts. And that will be incomplete. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
And now out comes Minnesota. Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Very nice catch there by Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the game after just 2 seasons in the league. As a rookie, 2nd-team All-Pro, and then in his 2nd year, was 2nd in the league in yardage. This guy continues to grow and get better with every game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Working with his 2nd and 4. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First and goal from just inside the 5. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field, the fullbacks for the defense. They knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. He'll get this to about the 38. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Sanders off the option. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. KJ Osborne deep for Minnesota.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's go. Make plays, y'all. Make plays.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him, They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The Vikings send out their punter.
Back deep for Philadelphia, Devontae Smith.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one complete to Smith. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 43.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, he left no doubt about that one, because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there's no way that ball was going to be caught.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins, and that's incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. KJ Osborne, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 38, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Hurts. Flushed out right. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts going to keep it again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Now Cousins. It's caught. Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Throwing, Cousins. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's a result of throwing it so many times in practice. Is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Cook again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On third down, Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A good scheme and an early win for this pass rush. They got back there before he could work through his entire progression and ended that play early.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack, Cousins escaping the pressure right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On first down, Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
On first and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand-new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Vikings in that first half. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Play action now. Cousins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
To try again after the sack. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On second down, Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
On 1st down, Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab.
Finding room at midfield.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hand. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The linebacker, Jordan Hicks, flying in there for the sack.
At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards.
They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And now out comes Minnesota. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Off the play fake, Cousins. Rolling to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got him. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Hurts.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They didn't need much. They didn't get much. But what they did get was enough for a 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Sanders toss left side. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
The stop made there by Chandon Sullivan.
They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
Gets past 1 man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
To try again after the sack.
Hurts.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Danielle Hunter, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle to Smith.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
What's the deal, y'all?
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let's go, man.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right, and incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph.
This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or two, but it's no good as it stands. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
on their side of midfield at the 47.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the interception, Cousins. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 40. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
It's one more time, baby. We got the big time. Let's do it with you. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Got him in. It's Brown. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to keep it running left.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
It'll be Hurts on the option.
And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, But if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Vikings head out to take over once again. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Cook again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Joseph is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Hurts and the Eagles now.
Down 17-14, 1:07 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Into the hands of Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
He's back to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
And it's third down. Back to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This to tie things up in the final minute. And it's no good, just short. He gave it a good run, but maybe a foot or two short of the crossbar. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
Let's go, man. They can't stop us. Let's go, baby.
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.